Let's kick things off with Kevin Durant because last week I made it known. I said Kyrie Irving is going to opt in to the Brooklyn Nets. I do not buy the fact that he's trying to make his way to the Los Angeles Lakers, nor do I think Brooklyn would be willing to do a Russell Westbrook for Kyrie Irving straight up deal. And on Wednesday, it came down that Kyrie Irving had opted in with the Nets, and I thought I was right on that take. However, approximately about as soon as Kyrie Irving made the announcement via social media that he was opting in with the Brooklyn Nets for the 2022-2023 NBA season, Kevin Durant has publicly requested a trade out of Brooklyn, and now it is being reported that Kyrie Irving is trying to make his way to the Los Angeles Lakers. First of all, what a shocking turnaround. The NBA offseason could not get any more crazier if it tried. I mean, who would have thought 3 years ago when Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Ayton, teamed up together, or DeAndre Jordan, teamed up together in Brooklyn. We all thought they were going to be an ensemble force, the dominant team in the Eastern Conference. And since they have not even made it to a conference finals. Absolutely mind-blowing, unbelievable. Of course, the stellar play of Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks rising up over the Phoenix Suns to win that NBA championship. The emergence of the Boston Celtics, the Miami Heat, the Philadelphia 76ers, the Atlanta Hawks have kind of put Brooklyn in their tracks a little bit. But ultimately, if you would have told me that Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant teaming together would never make it to a conference finals, I would have told you I'd be shocked. Kevin Durant has been absolutely terrific, phenomenal, still a top 3 player in my opinion in the NBA. I still do think he has a lot of years left. I think certainly in today's NBA, we're seeing it now, obviously, with Steph Curry in Golden State, LeBron James in LA, Luka Doncic in Dallas, Durant in Brooklyn, and Embiid in Philly. One guy cannot really carry you to a championship anymore like LeBron used to, like Michael Jordan used to back in the days in Chicago, like Kobe Bryant did his last 2 championships in LA. That's not really the way it works in today's NBA. In today's NBA, you need multiple reliable stars, you need great role players, you need great depth, and you really need to stay healthy. And that's one of the things that kind of hurt Brooklyn. Yes, they got James Harden. Him and Kyrie Irving both got hurt that year in the 2020-2021 NBA season. Kevin Durant, yes, almost did beat the Milwaukee Bucks by himself, essentially, in Game 7 of that series, but just could not get the job done because his toenail was on the line, and then he obviously ran out of gas in the extra period, predictably. But I would say overall for Brooklyn right now, if you do let Kevin Durant walk out the door, this would be a massive failure for your organization. Since he became the Brooklyn Nets after being the New Jersey Nets up until the 2012 season, this Brooklyn team has never really made a conference finals. They've been more relevant, you could argue, than the Knicks, though that hasn't been too particularly hard because the Knicks have been a bad run organization now for years, but they still haven't been that relevant in the Eastern Conference. Certainly, they tried with the Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce thing. That did not work out. Now they tried again with Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. That does not seem to work out either. Though I would say this, the difference here between, let's say, Kyrie Irving on a 1-year deal and Kevin Durant is the fact that Durant is on a 4-year deal. He just opted up with the Nets last offseason, a full 4-year extension. If I'm Brooklyn, I am in no hurry to get rid of a top 3 basketball player in the world right now. Kevin Durant signed me a contract. Again, it's not like he has 1 year under his belt. He still has 4 more years with our organization. And to me, you keep Kevin, you try to keep Kyrie, and I think to at least the All-Star break with Kyrie, you see if things can work out. I would not do a Kyrie Irving for Russell Westbrook straight up deal. If I was Brooklyn, if you wanted to do Russell Westbrook and AD for Kyrie and Kevin Durant, I would do that. But out of the list of teams that Durant has, the 2 notably being Phoenix and Miami, I don't think Miami's necessarily a realistic place for the Nets to get a good trade package from. because in my opinion, Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and maybe a few picks is not enough for a generational talent like Durant, who does have 2 Finals MVPs under his belt, whether by hook or by crook, joining Golden State 6 years ago today. To the day. Now we're talking about Kevin Durant getting traded out of Brooklyn. It's amazing how time flies, but he does have those 2 Finals MVPs in Golden State, former regular season MVP, multiple time scoring champion, probably the best skilled position player at 7 feet in the history of the game of basketball. Bam Adebayo, who to me on a championship team is a number 3, not a number 2. A really good player in Tyler Hero and some draft picks is not enough for Kevin Durant. I know the San Antonio Spurs gave away DeJounte Murray for 3 first-round picks that Atlanta Hawks did to acquire him. I know Minnesota just gave up 3 firsts to Utah to go get Rudy Gobert, which I absolutely would have done if I was Utah. To me, Kevin Durant, I'm not just going to give up picks and a player here or there. I have to get a superstar back. If I'm Brooklyn, especially with him on a long-term contract he has, I'm asking for Jimmy Butler back. If you give him to Miami, if you go to Phoenix, I don't think DeAndre Ayton's enough. I would ask for Devin Booker or CP3 along with a package of players because that is what Kevin Durant is worth. He's not on a 1-year contract. He's on a 4-year contract with no opt-out. That's a big difference. Again, if it was a 1-year contract, you could talk me into maybe giving up Ayton and a few picks because he's on a multi-year deal. Because I know I'm going to get Kevin Durant. And importantly here, he does not have a no-trade clause, meaning Brooklyn can pick where they want to trade him, and he cannot say nothing about it. What Kawhi Leonard went through with the Spurs when he got shipped off to Canada. Now, that was a 1-year deal. They also got DeMar DeRozan, who did not do well in San Antonio, but they did get DeMar DeRozan along with Jakob Poeltl and some other players in that package. So I don't think that Kevin Durant is on the level of DeJounte Murray. Durant's way better than DeJounte Murray. He's way better than Rudy Gobert. I think this trade package that Brooklyn would get would be massive. But again, I personally would not be willing to give up Durant if I was Brooklyn because he is under contract. I would bring back Kyrie. I would bring back Durant. I'm not sure how it's going to work with Ben Simmons. I don't even think Ben Simmons fits the team. I certainly don't want Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons on the same team. I mean, the 2 worst shooters literally in the NBA on the same team is not a recipe for success. And so Brooklyn's in a real tough spot here. They need more pieces offensively. We know that. We know Seth Curry obviously gave them some punch on the bench, but they need more punch than just Durant, Seth Curry, and Kyrie when healthy. They need better role players. Maybe allocate some of that cap money that you could make with Durant and just go sign good veterans to go make another run at a championship. I'm not saying completely tear it down, but Brooklyn is in my opinion, right now, an easier conference in the East than the West. And I think they're in prime position to at least compete for a championship if they have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on their roster. It's why I'm not giving up on this unit this yet. It's why Brooklyn has all the leverage in this situation.